Hi, I'm Amanda. I am really happy to be here with you. It is quite cold here. We're getting ready for the holiday season, so nearing the end of the year. It's a time when I really like to sit back and things start to slow down a bit, so I'm not focused as much on driving goals or reaching something by the end of the year as much as I am on taking that time to really reflect on what has happened over the last 12 months, maybe even over the last 6 months or so. But it's a really powerful time to start coming more into yourself, especially if you live in the Northern Hemisphere and the weather's getting colder and you really want to bundle up. So it's an opportunity just to think back to what's happened over the year before, to start slowing down a bit coming into your inner winter and reflecting on what has worked well, what hasn't worked as well, what maybe you'd like to see differently in your life. And we hear a lot of criticism about New Year's resolutions. I think that the original idea of setting resolutions makes sense. It's just a time to sit down and think about what you want to create in your life and give yourself that opportunity to start thinking more clearly. I want this, or I want to do this, or I want to have XYZ new job. It's changed a bit in our society because it now becomes, I'm going to lose 20 pounds in 2 months, and people set these unrealistic goals that they're not really able to keep up with. It creates a lot of pressure when you're going from 0 to, let's say, 150 on 3 different goals you want to reach. You're setting yourself up for failure. So there's just absolutely no opportunity to succeed when you're setting resolutions in that way. The way that I like to come at looking at a new year is really that it's an opportunity to think of something new that I'd like to be doing, or think of something that I'd like to improve on. You can see Zaki joining our video here in the background. He likes to make his appearance and his presence known at all times. I really like to use this as a chance to think about what's to come, what it is that I'd like to see in my life, and think about the habits or the routines or the rituals that I would need to put into place in order to make that a reality. So it's not so much about setting an unrealistic goal and then, wishing and hoping that I achieve it. It's the reality that there's an active role that I need to play in that as well. So if I have the goal of building up a new part of my business, for example, so I'm going to be launching a group coaching program next year. The goal is not that, there's 50 people enrolled in the group coaching program from one day to the next. First of all, that kind of growth just isn't sustainable. There's no way I could deliver well on that kind of goal. But also, it doesn't allow me the space or the time to grow into the person that I need to become to make that a success, to make that feel really good, to create an experience that people are going to remember truly for the rest of their lives. So what might be more sustainable is that I'm launching the program with the goal of having 5 really engaged, incredible people participating. And then it gives me the opportunity to grow the program sustainably in a way that I test the material, that I can prototype different activities or different ways of being together with my clients so that they really feel the impact of that I continue to get better, that I learn and grow as a person as I'm doing this, as well as the participants, so that in the next iteration or the next launch, maybe there's 10 people, maybe there's 20. So you see, it's a way of finding that more sustainable growth, that more sustainable expansion of who I am and what I offer in the world. And the same goes for whatever it is that you want to create in your own life. So this is also why I have created the year-end reflection guide. So this is a guide that I have created for the last 5 years. And the purpose is to help you do that deeper work, take that deep look at what it is that you've achieved, what you've accomplished, how you felt, what has impacted you deeply over the last 12 months. So really taking that honest look and giving yourself the time that you need to reflect on what has transpired, and then very intentionally thinking through what it is that you want to cultivate and create in the year to come. This guide is incredible. I say that not just because I've created it, but I created it because it works, because I kept looking for that solution myself from someone else, from somewhere else, and couldn't find it. So the year-end reflection guide asks all of those deeper questions about who am I being, what am I creating in the world, who are the people that I'm surrounding myself with, what are the habits or rituals or things that I have in my life that sustain me, and what are those practices or people or experiences that really don't serve me, that don't actually need to be in my life any longer. And then I have that chance to really look ahead. Where do I see myself in 6 months' time, in 1 year time? What are those kind of goals or milestones that I am so hoping to be able to achieve? So it's a really powerful exercise in thinking through what it is you want to see and believe and understand and experience in the year to come, and just putting that out there into the world for yourself so that you know what it is that you want to work towards, and also putting that message out to the universe. Hey, I'm ready for this. So if you are looking for that opportunity to do that deep reflection, I invite you to sign up and download the year-end reflection guide to really give yourself the luxury of time and space that you'll need to do an honest reflection of what's going on. And that might be in one afternoon, that might be spread out over a week. Over the holidays is a good time if you're gonna have some downtime to yourself to be able to do that. There's also some people who get together in a group and they actually go through the exercises together and then share with one another what it is that they have uncovered. So I invite you to download the guide, to use it however feels best for you. And please do share with me some of those reflections that come out, or some of the realizations that you have. That's a big part of the joy for me, is being able to witness and see the change as it's taking place in others. And definitely, it's not the only opportunity to really do this reflection. It's just the beginning of an opportunity, inviting you to have that experience and to really incorporate that into your life more. So I am so excited for you to take the first, stab at the reflection guide and see what comes up for you. And I cannot wait to hear some of the magic that you've created already and hear some of those visions and dreams that you're going to make happen in the future. I love being in your company as always, and look forward to seeing you next time.